probably need to clear my shaders. Give me that train. Alright. I am too, Unhorned Unicorn. I am absolutely looking forward to seeing this. Let me check to make sure the game audio... Sorry, this is an impromptu stream. I wasn't planning this. I think we're okay with audio. Can you let me know in the chat if the audio's fine, like if you can hear me? Let me turn the gain down, actually. I don't want you guys getting too much background noise. Audio okay. Thank you, Mark. Great. Thank you, Unhorned Unicorn. I'm really looking forward to seeing this. I've been dying to see this. Let me go ahead and toggle off that chat because we don't need to see that shenanigans. Wait a minute. Atrophies what? What happened? Oh, dude, the Starlancer TAC just hit the PTU, like, just now for backers who bought it. And I bought it at Concept almost immediately after it came out, and then I bought an extra for a friend. If you own one, get in the PTU, my dude. It's 8 GB update or something. I don't know, probably 8 GB. It's usually 8 GB. At this point, I'm going to need to install a new hard drive just for Star Citizen. As they do, as they do. Pros don't go to the ASOP terminal. That guy must be new. I was going to just record it, but I have a scheduled multi-crew session with the boys here in 40 minutes, and I was like, I don't have time to make a video for that, so let's just hop in and do a live stream. And we're going to take our time going through this. We're going to discuss all of it. Don't look at how many ships I have. It's shameful. Give me that space beluga whale. I remember when they dropped the Polaris, dude, they were emailing me my frames when I was pulling it out. It was so bad. Yeah, allegedly the 4.1.1 PTU is going to come out. I have almost zero faith in that happening at a good hour, and it is Tuesday, so I can't be up all night because, you know, work and responsibilities. I'm hoping it comes out at a good time. I will, Mark. I will check out the Asgard. I have a revolving fund of pledge money that I pledge ships, I melt them, I pledge ships, I melt them for a certain dollar amount, and it should cover the Asgard. Should. I hope drowning in that Idrisi. Like, okay, I am... Yeah, evening CST is a very wide margin. I'm halfway tempted to pull the trigger and just pledge an Idris for cash during Invictus. It would be a stupid decision if I did, but okay. So the Max, I understand your what? Did you just see my ship shoot at me? Did you guys see that? There's a ghost in my TAC. Oh my goodness. Okay. I'm not imagining it. My ship is just shooting for no reason whatsoever. That's awesome. Okay. Alright guys, let's take a vote right now. Are we going in the back of the ship first, or are we going... Yeah, let's go in the back of the ship. Alright. So, missile launchers. And we're going to get into every seat in this ship that's new. And then see what the visible range is. Yeah, apparently they gave me AI crewmates, but they're not happy about it. I'm not paying them enough. I just found out about them. Oh, there is a little bit of input lag. Let's slow this down to the RP walk here. All right, pretty standard business back here. I mean, nothing changed here with the TAC. Let's go investigate those jump seats, though. Oh, actually, the med room first. Forgot about that. So I believe this is a tier 3 med bed. Let's see if we can glean any information. Yep, tier 3 med beds. Got it. Slow us down here. What do you guys think about this med bed room, or this med room layout? I think it's one of the best looking med rooms in the game. Of course, 890 jump aside, but 890 jump has its own list of problems, a whole litany of them. Make sure I'm not missing any chat. Right, so go faster, go faster, he says. Okay, got it. Well, I can't go too fast. I do have to use this recording for a video later on, but I'll go a little bit faster. Right, so there's a couple things I wanted to check out. Are there gun racks here? There is a gun rack right here. There's a respawn. Yeah, you can set regen here. You can set regeneration to that med bed. I think there's a decent chance that the Idris is dropping. It's not long range, it's tier 3, so it's I think that's 10 kilometers. Each seat has a gun rack here. No sidearms though, but that's fine. That's fine. Let's see, where's the switch for this? Open. Alright, and this leads down to a ramp. Does it go all the way down? It does not. Somebody literally yelled at me in the comments that it would be stupid if the ramp doesn't go all the way down to the ground. And I was like, okay, you know, but can you clamber up here is the question. It doesn't look like you can clamber up here. No, you can't. So that is an exit only, guys. And then egress or ingress is through the back. So you have to traipse through the medical room. Unless I missed something? I don't think I did, though. No, there's no ladder. There's no stairs. Okay, let's take a look at these, see how well these do. Oh, that was nice. Okay, so you can deploy them without getting into them. I always like to turn down my DPI when I get into these. That's too low. The field of view on this is hot garbage. There is that. So this is as far right as you can scroll. So this is as far as you can go. Yeah, not being able to vault or clamber up is... Hey, Julio, yes, they just announced it, that owners of the TAC can access it on the PTU. Alright, field of view on that is hot garbage. It is useful for the tiniest range. But okay, that's -1 point there. Let's go ahead and move forward here a little bit. I do want to check out these bottom turrets. This just looks great. This looks like ammo reserves, right? But obviously these are laser repeaters, so they don't have ammo. Maybe. Yeah, let's check out the field of view on these side guns, though. This is something that I've been curious about literally since concept. So let's... Oh, we gotta turn this sucker on. Power on. That makes sense. Okay, so that's as far left as it goes. It does not converge where the pilot guns go. So that is worth noting. So as far as it couldn't. The side gun couldn't aim forward. The Gatlings that we're talking about. These ones are size 5s, yes. So that's not a bad field of view here. Let's see what we got going down. So not directly below you. Not all the way to the left. How about above? I don't know, guys. It's pretty limited. Like, this, what I'm tracing right here is what this gun can see. It's not much. It's not terrible. It's not terrible. And they are size 5s, and they will be very useful. But there is another point of contention that I have that I want to check out. Because I have a suspicion this ship is a little bit power starved. Because it's using the same power plants as the Starlancer Max. And that was already a little bit power starved. And then they added 4 size 5 guns on there. So we'll check that out later. But for now, for those of you who haven't seen it, let's go look at this new change up here. The armory is now for 8 people. But no gun racks. So it's not an armory. This is a changing room. That's it. That's all you do in here is change. Did they put gun racks in here? No. Okay. So let's just take the ladder up, because elevators are for scrubs. And we'll do a little bit more of a tour of the ship. Hab area. I said this in my video last week. I think they overdid it on the kitchen side. Like, I would have preferred this wall being moved out to here. It may have felt a little cramped. But, oh, here we go. We got weapon lockers here. Nice. So you have specialty guns like railguns, grenade launchers, 2 of them, and then you have 4 primary arms, and then you have 4 sidearms. Anyways, so they could have made the bedrooms probably a little better if they had moved that wall out further there. So there's 8 beds in here, it looks like. It's for the full crew if you include engineering. Each one of these lockers, 8 of them, 650k micro SEU. Oh, so the TAC does have a better power plant. My bad, nail shot. You're right. Okay. That is my bad. But okay, so 8 lockers times 650k SEU. Micro SEU, that's, what are you times? Is that 5.2 SEU? Did I do that right? I don't know. Okay, so bathrooms on both sides. One of my commenters of my main video yelled at me for not... He didn't yell at me. He was jokingly saying, I didn't comment on the fact that the mirror works. So here we go, guys. The mirrors in the restrooms work. It might release to live today. They released an announcement that they're trying to push the 4.1.1 build to live. I don't know if they're actually going to finish that, and I don't know if the TAC's going to be immediately available because Invictus doesn't start until Thursday. But, okay, so 2 generously sized bathrooms. These are the ones with the removable shampoo bottles. Nice. Alright, big kitchen. Big eating area. It looks like only seating for 4. So, given the fact that they expect the crew to be 8, that means half people on lunch break while the other people are working. That makes sense. I, for some reason, can't see the live count of how many people are in the room. Can somebody post how many people are watching right now? Just morbid curiosity. Yeah, this is live. I'm looking at this right now, man. This is me controlling it. Wait, no, okay, so no, this is not live. This is in the PTU. I thought you meant, is this a live recording? My apologies. This is not in the live server. This is in the PTU. They just released it to owners. And then moving back here, we're going to start heading towards the Fury hangar. Somebody else, well, several people said you could probably fit 2 Furies in there. I didn't see it in that original video that I posted, but, you know, like, it was a quick video. So let's take a look here. Ooh, okay, we hitching. Alright, so this is the Fury outline. I did not notice that the first time. I do suppose you could drop in the middle, scoot to the right, and then drop in the middle and scoot to the left. I do suppose you could actually fit 2 Furies in here. That actually tracks. I, for some reason, thought the Fury was a little bit bigger. Alright. So I guess we're carrying 2 Furies. Yeah, but CIG says a lot of things. Yeah, Harry, I bought the TAC at concept sale back at SitCon. At the time, I had hardly any money invested in the game, I'll be honest. And since then, I went a little crazy. Alright, engineering. We're going to go back here for those of you who haven't seen it. Pretty much the same, but according to somebody here, the TAC has the size 3 power plants as opposed to the 2 size 2. So, that should be in here. Open. Up. So they haven't finished it. It's not gold standard. Oh no, power plant's right here. There we go. Alright. Size 3 power plant, in fact. What's on the other side then? Coolers. And then we have shield gen, which beauty. 2 size 3 shield gens. The ship is strong. Okay. Back to here should just be the quantum drive if I'm not mistaken. Yep. Well, because I just wanted to pull it out and look at it, man. That's it. And yeah, so as far as the Fury hangar, Starjump Grim actually has models of just about everything in the game built to scale. And he was testing almost pretty much every small ship in the game to see if it would fit in the Fury hangar. And according to the downloadable specs, nothing but the Furies would fit in there. So I wouldn't get my hopes up in that regard. Yeah. Let's go back and... Good question. Thank you, Nailshot. Yes, let's go check that out. Excellent suggestion, friend. And we'll just push this button. How does Misk do their hangars? Beautiful. Look how fast that is compared to the Polaris. Okay, fair enough, Luke. Fair enough. And yeah, to your point, Luke. Grim did not know if the hangar dimensions were accurate, nor did he know if the hangar extended beyond the doors. So there was just like a box there. So I think you might. This will require some testing. Your point. You're correct. I think if you get the angle, the C8 might fit. It might. I think it'd be worth a try. I have a C8. We'll do that. We'll try that right after this. Okay. Let's go check out the missile turret though. Let's run to the front. I have a Razor as well. We can check that. I bought some small ships with credits because, you know, for giggles. All right. I know. I was being facetious next year. Okay. Let's check out this missile turret here. See what kind of field of view you have. And alright. Power, is this on? Enter remote turret. This is not bad. Of course, the back of the ship kind of overhangs a little bit, so you have a limit on the upper visibility. You can look down a good distance. Alright. And yeah, not bad. Obviously I can't shoot anything in here, but You know, that's fine. Now let's go look at that power management. 12 size 2 missiles, Nail Shot says. So it's not a huge amount, right? Unharmed. Now the front lift is still available to the ground. I'll show you that here in a minute then. Alright, now let's look at power management. They did not add any new MFDs. I was hoping to bring back those holographic ones here. Because when you're flying this thing, you just have no information. Other than what's on your advanced HUD. Okay, so we still have 6 power pips. If we were to shut this down, so we have to turn both of these on to have the full shield. Right? And then if we go... Oh, it's doing the thing. It's doing the glitch. Why won't they fix this? And for some reason my HOTAS hotkeys, they haven't carried over to this PTU build. It's not a glitch, by the way. Harry, what is it? What am I doing wrong then, bud? Is it because my coolers? No, my coolers are good. It's because the turrets are not turned on. Let's go... Go turn everything on. Let's follow your guys' instructions here. Yeah, tentacles. I find myself going into third-person mode almost always. Toggle that on. Right. Oh, the bottom one. Oh, one of those was turned on. Okay, so let's go downstairs and let's go turn the other one on. And then we'll toggle the gun power. And for the person that was asking, it is just one big cooler, it looked like, yeah. For the person that was asking, yes, you can still exit the ship from here. Rockin'. Okay, so let's go over here. We have to turn this one on, because this one did not get turned on in my starting point, or when I was starting the tour. I love the animations for this. Okay, so now that's turned on. Actually, you know, it is going to be pretty dope, dude. Like, this is a really great multi-cruise ship for a small group of friends that don't want to use a capital ship or don't have a capital ship, right? And that's a big thing. Like, capital ships they're kind of annoying. The Polaris is kind of annoying to use at times. For those of you guys that missed it, there was a glitch with the ship when I pulled it out. As I was running up to it, it started shooting at me. Okay, so one more time, we'll go look at these power settings. Let's see what we can do. Russell, I'll show that again when I go back down there, because I do want to see what their capacitor limit is. Okay, so that's maxed out. I can't take any more from shields, or my shields will be cut in half. Obviously can't take anything from engines. I could take some from coolers, but let's pretend like those matter right now. Okay, so, because I'm looking at like a future perspective. So we can almost max out the guns. And nail shot, no, that's a great question. We're going to go check that right now, my friend. Okay, we're going to go downstairs to those big turrets again. We're going to answer your question. Yeah, I believe they, for all ships of a certain size, they upped the amount of ammo in the capacitors. Let's see. I hope it gets up to at least 200 rounds like the Polaris got. Let's see what we got. 115. That's not bad. That's not bad. So, who was asking? This is how far forward the man turrets look. It does not converge on the pilot's target. This is just the PTU, Doc. So that's how far forward it goes, just so you see that line. Let's see how far back it goes. Obviously a big vision nerf right there from the engine. Are they gimbaled? Hit G and find out. They are... Wait. Yes, these are gimbaled. These are gimbaled. Yeah, that is a lot. Okay, so I'm a little less concerned about the power now. It's proven to be sufficient, I believe. 115 shots is plenty to do some work. And let's see how high it goes. Again, right there. Which is not bad. It's not bad. And then down. It's still very much a broadside set of guns. But they can do some contribution. Like, let's say your ship was banking or turning. Yeah, we can do some damage here. Max power to everything but the engines is good. Yeah, I mean, it's almost max power on the shields. You're getting both shields. You're just not getting the full recharge rate. Yeah, exactly. Next year, exactly. Nothing. Honestly, like, I'm pleased with how it came out. But okay, so Yuppie asked, does a razor fit? Are we ready to start doing if it fits, it sits? I had the gimbals on there, bud. I had the gimbals on. Yeah, right now you can use the excess power into coolers. I was keeping it there because in the future, you know, you're gonna have to have coolers powered. Razor fits in the back and a C8. Shall we verify, folks? Absolutely, nail shot. That's why I'm doing this, man. I say, man, that's very presumptuous of me. I don't know what you are. Okay, so we're talking about in the garage. Listen, we're going to test it no matter what. It has 96, no, it has cargo. 96 SCU, even if you're carrying a vehicle in the back. Like, this thing's a beast, man. This thing's a beast. Yeah, these are the Starlancer TAC is chef's kiss. I know, right? I'm sold. That's exactly what I said at IAE, or not IAE, SitCon. They released the Max and the TAC at the same time, and I bought both. And I bought an extra TAC for a friend of mine, my adopted Star Citizen kid. Okay, so we need us a Pisces. That's plus the vehicle space. Correct. So you can toss a rover in there, and like let's just load it up while we're here. Yeah, let's just do it. I don't have a Nursa. I melted my Nursa a while ago because they're so cheap in game. Okay, so we need a Nursa. I mean an Ursa. I thought it was cheaper than that on release at Warbond. I think it's gonna get close to 400, I think. 360, 370. That's my guess. They usually go up 10 to 15% from concept to release. And so I think we're going to see 360, 370. So, Unicorn, just so you know, like, this is going to be a completely different beast to fly than the Zeus, right? Both the Asgard and the TAC are going to be completely different flying experiences. Yeah, so, like, it's going, yeah. The TAC is much slower than the Zeus. It's much slower than the Asgard. It's just, as one of my commenters put it on the Max, on one of my Max videos, it's probably the roundiest all-arounder that there is in the game so far. So let's pull this. This is not live, correct, Apple Pipe? This is PTU, literally just released. My trusty sidekick shot me a message, and then I got the pipeline message. And here we are. I just happened to be I just happened to be free. Oh, missed that corner entirely. I was looking down at chat. I mean, the Taurus is still good. Don't get me wrong. I'm not a fan of Connie's. I just don't. I think the Connies need a rework or a Mark II, but don't give CIG any ideas. I think the Connies need to be reworked. But yeah. Apple Pipe, this isn't like a full, like, okay, so this, yeah, it was another PTU build, but I think they just added the TAC, because the patch was like, I started the patch, turned around, grabbed a glass of water, it came back and it was done. It's super fast. Let's bring out the Pisces. Sorry, Nail Shot, I might be missing the question, so you don't have to use the main hanger deck for what? Yeah, no, so like the Connies, they desperately need a rework. Even as it stands, I wouldn't mind owning a Phoenix. I do have a Razor, don't worry, I'm pulling that one out next. Yeah, today sometime. Hey newbie, are you in the chat, dude? I don't think he is. Okay. They gotta add a garage hanger separate from the ship deck. Oh, okay. Got it. I've got to drop a message to my Discord here really quick, guys, because I'm supposed to be joining them in a game really quick, but give me 2 seconds. General. Out of here. Slight delay. Doing a live stream of the TAC. But don't worry, we're going to be what's a yikes? Evans plays. I mean, like, if they give any more to the Connies, though, like, it's dumb. It's dumb how much the Connies. If you look at the posts I did today, there's just a link to a spreadsheet that I was comparing the Connie. I was comparing the Asgard with the 3 other ships: the M2, Starlancer TAC, and the Constellation Taurus, the cheapest version of the Connie. And the Taurus wins in so many ways. Like, get real. For $200, the Taurus wins. It's a shame it's so ugly in there. Okay, Russell, I will try that when we pull it back out. Thank you for that note. This is why I love the community. Y'all know things that... What is happening? Okay, alright. Apparently my HOTUS bindings reset again and nothing was moving, so I am flying with mouse and keyboard right now, so excuse me for what you're about to see. It's not good. I don't ever fly with mouse and keyboard. I think I can park this sucker right in here, right? I can definitely park it over here. Okay, what button is that on the keyboard? Okay, there we go. How many of you guys fly with mouse and keyboard? Hello, Janko. Welcome. Sorry, I wasn't trying to ignore you. I was trying to fly with a mouse and keyboard. You fly. Dual VKBs. That's the way to go. Analog keyboard. You guys are savages, dude. I mean that in a complimentary kind of way, not like catch up with the times, you Neanderthals. In my language, savage is a good thing. Most of y'all fly with mouse and keyboard. Okay. Or is it you're saying most of us fly with VKBs? I was in the game for 48 hours before I ordered my first pair of sticks. It's just, let's see, what are we looking at? What are we looking for? We're looking for that, the Misk Razor, right? That's what we're looking for. Where is it? I swear to goodness I had it here. Oh no. They took my razor in the PTU. I know I linked my account over. Am I just not seeing it? Okay, so thrusters and dust. If you're a normal player, I would recommend avoiding Area 18. It has the highest likelihood of breaking. I am a content creator. I say that with all humility because my channel only has 3,000 subs, but I kind of have to be in Area 18 like all the time during this. So I'm setting my spawn to Area 18. Okay, so it looks like they ate my razor, which is fun. We're gonna pull this out and we're going to see if at least the Pisces fits. And yes, and then I'll show you what button was it again to increase the field of view in the turrets. Can somebody, whoever said that, can you repeat that? Chat's blowing up. Yuppie, I mean, I did, but I also unequipped all my ships last patch and all my components got eaten. Vehicle manager should be sufficient. Free cam is which button, 9ball? Sorry, that's probably what I was asking. I apologize. I did not clarify there. Area 18 will apparently get a server by itself. Yeah, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. Even still, I don't fully trust it. I suspect if there's going to be a crash, it's going to be there. Z, thank you 9ball, thank you Flip. MK when traveling. Hosts is oh, mouse and keyboard when traveling, hosts is at home. Yeah, heck yeah. Oh yeah, Russell, I wanted to do that. Dang it. All right, let me go drop the. If we have time, because I'm supposed to go hang with the with some new org members here in just a little bit. Actually, it looks like I have 30 minutes probably. See, the old guy in me thinks the HOTUS looks cool as opposed to Hostess, but, you know, like, realistically, Hostess is just 1,000 times more practical than HOTUS in this game, in my opinion, if you're flying fast ships. Now, I am no dogfighter. I'm not, like, yes, the Mirai Guardian is my favorite ship in the game, but a dogfighter, I am not, right? I own the Super Hornet. It's probably the most wasted quasi-gaming. Yes, it is in the PTU. The Super Hornet Mark II is probably the most wasted ship in my fleet because I just can't use it to its full capacity because I'm just not a fighter pilot, dude. I'm just not a fighter pilot. Okay. Okay, alright. Mr. Rumble Shorts, I'm guessing you're one of my, your name does not match what's in Discord. Yeah. Okay, cool. So we have time. Rockin'. So let's go get us a ship here. And we're going to try. And it's going to be tough with a mouse and keyboard. I just realized what I'm doing. But I'm not going to take the 30 minutes it takes to set up my sticks. Reinhardt, I have access to it because I pledged it at Concept and they just added it to the PTU for people that pledged it. I am not special, I assure you. I'm not even Evocati. I don't even know how you get in that club. I don't know where the door is. 9ball, almost certainly they will raise the price from $330. I'm suspecting $360. $370. It will not go past $400. But I'm wrong often, so don't quote me on that. Guys, if you're not already subscribed, please make sure you do. I just announced a Star Citizen bingo that I'm doing for 2025. It's basically a list of 24 predictions I have for 2025. And if we hit a bingo, I'm basically going to do a ship giveaway with all of the revenue the channel brings in for the month of October. Right? And I'm doing that in November at IAE. So, and again, guys, don't judge me on my flying skills here. I'm using mouse and keyboard because they didn't load my HOTAS settings. Alright, so, let's... I mean, honestly, I'm not like the best pilot anyways, so... Okay, so we're gonna do it we're gonna try sideways first, and then we're gonna try angling it. Old boy. Oh, guys, I'm not a doctor, but that looks, yeah, not gonna fit. Should we try turning it around? Let's face it forward. Just so you guys can't yell at me for not being thorough later. YouTube commenters are brutal, man. I had someone come into my Discord just the other day and say, this is bottom barrel content. And he stayed in my Discord. I don't know why he's there, but, you know, whatever. People are mean. Ah, no, I feel like this side's even worse. We'll just leave it right. We'll just put it right there. That looks snug. Just the tip? Alright, alright, alright. We're gonna try it. We're gonna try it. See, the issue is those struts they put there, and I think they did that intentionally. Here's what I mean. You see those struts there with at the stairwell? It's like right there. Sure, but how is Idris? I don't know, man. I want the Idris so bad. Alright, so when we pull out the Geo to do the jumping test, we can also pull out an arrow for giggles. I don't think... The issue with the arrow is that it's so tall when its landing gear is down. I think it even has issues fitting in the Polaris because of that. Wait, no, that's not in the hangar. That's in the cargo storage. How do you even... Oh, I'm free looking right now. Guys, I'm gonna blow up for sure. I don't think it's gonna fit. If it comes out, I can... Zero, I'm gonna hold you to that. You need to hop in my Discord right now so I can take a ride on your Polaris if it comes out, man. Alright? That's not going in there, Dodger. I agree. I agree. Yeah, Zero, you need to join the Discord so I can... I'll take janitor duty on the Idris, man. I just want to be part of the team, you know what I mean? I'm not too good for that job. I'll count the magazines that we bring in, okay? Let's drop this puppy off. Sadly, Mookie, they took my Razor. Or they didn't send it to the PTU for some reason. I've had the Razor for a couple months now, and they just, for some reason, did not send it to the PTU. So now it's time to bust out the Geo to see if we can just hop right in. Okay, so then that's it. I was gonna run back and go buy the Razor to test for everybody. So we want to pull out the Geo and the Arrow, right, guys? I love Misk so much. MRI. Stuffed avocado. Is it a poor quality video? Is the streaming rate low? Did it drop? Because it's showing on my preview pretty good. $720p. Oh, he's hating. Okay. See what I mean? They just come in here and get angry at me for nothing. But that's fine. Alright, so we want the anvil arrow. For the sake of being thorough. Alright. Because, yeah, I have everything turned up on OBS. Appealing to the 80s kids? Yeah, I have the nostalgia streams, man. If we had 720 in the... I say we in the 80s. I was just barely born in the 80s. In the late 1900s. That static and magnetic screens. That's what I'm saying, right? Hit the side of the TV a couple times when the reception's bad. That'll get her done. Rockin'. Okay, so we're pulling out the anvil arrow, and then we're going to get the geo to see if we can just jump in. I mean, but I do want people to stay and watch, ideally. But I also don't need people if they're just going to be mean. Alright. How many of you guys prefer fighters over big heavy ships? Toss an 07 in the chat if you prefer fighters over big lunking hulks like the TAC. Ooh, okay. Mouse and keyboard. You're gonna kill me. Depends. I'm not talking about plasma TVs? Oh god, those are... No, those are... If we're talking about the old cathode ray tube TVs that you had to hit. Plasmas are still a relatively new technology. Not by today's standards by any stretch, but like if you were, you know, if you're a child of the 80s or 90s, yeah, that's still relatively new. Not fitting that there. Let's just go toss it. See what I mean about being tall? Mouse and keyboard feels like I've never done this before. Toss this right in the corner. That fits. Okay. Foil for signal? Yeah. 3D TVs. Never had one. Fun facts, I'm actually legally blind in one eye from a car accident when I was a kid. And so I don't see anything in 3D anyways. So a 3D TV is extremely... is a wasted tech on me. I didn't know that I couldn't see in 3D for like the first 15 years of my life. I never understood 3D movies. I was like, why is this great? Why do people like this so much? It's just blurry. Move the aerial a little bit. Maybe we can get better. Yeah. Life was tough back then. Alright, now we'll get our geo. Okay, so like, yeah, you got the same... You got a similar issue to me. And I used to go sit in those 3D ride lines for like hours and hours on end. Hey, Voodoo. No, so we tried the Pisces, and it was just categorically not going to fit. Like, it was sticking out on both ends, you know, and we tried turning it. I tried nose firsting it, but they have pillars in the way to prevent us clever folks from... don't bunch me in with the clever folks. I would not be surprised if somebody got a Pisces to fit. I'm just not going to be one of those guys. It was snug. So other viewers were saying that based on the Pisces struggling to get in there, the razor's way too long. So it doesn't look like much else is going to fit in there. Yeah, I mean, like, getting it out. Getting a ship in is one thing. Getting it out is another. Because consistent Star Citizen is not. Alright. So we gotta test the arrow. Effing new guy. If you go to any of my videos... Actually, I have some org members in here that are in my Discord. Can you put a share link in the chat if you're hearing this? If they don't, though, you could go to any one of my videos, and in the description is an active link to join my Discord. And that will always be up. Oh, what? Is it giving me the bug? It's giving me the bug. Okay. Are you just gonna bug out on me, Geo? That is quite the jump, Vince. Okay. So the Geo's bugged. Unless I'm just going crazy. They just want us to have no fun today. Okay, so let me see if I can go grab a tractor beam and fix this problem. I've found in the past that the Atlases, if they bug, you can tractor beam them a little bit. I don't know if the ships are going to be coming out immediately after the patch drops. I wouldn't be surprised if they held them until Invictus started at least. But at the same time, it would be weird to load in all the loner maxes and then later give the tax without a full patch, you know? Do I even have a tractor beam in here? I do. Let's see if this is strong enough to lift this. In live? In the live environment, Dodger? Okay, Snake, thank you for that clarity. Okay, so, alright. Glad I pulled my stuff off my max yesterday. Alright, let's see if this fixes the Geo. Voodoo, based off of what chat is saying with the dimensions of the Razor... Oh, yeah, we got it. We got it. See? Tractor beaming. Note that down as a bug workaround. If your Geo's stuck, tractor beam it a couple feet. And then you can move it. And that is the fastest they've ever removed a loner ship before. By the way. I've never seen them. It's usually taken them months. I had a Harbinger up until last patch for the Polaris. As one, and a Hammerhead. Alright, pulling out this TAC one more time. Thanks for your patience with this, guys. You guys just have a lot of good ideas. I don't own an MPUV. And yeah, stuffed avocado. The patch might be coming sometime this evening. Yeah, so exactly. See, I think I still also have a Freelancer Max, which is odd. V is too wide. I don't know about the height though. Okay. I need, and there's one other thing I want to check after this. Yeah, you know, stuffed avocado. It's difficult. It's difficult. You can always hop into the Pipeline Discord. They do have channels dedicated. Actually, if you join my Discord, I have channels dedicated to leaks and news. And when it's important stuff, I bring it over to YouTube in either a video or a post. If there doesn't need to be a video for it, I'm not going to do a video for it. That takes time. Yeah. Now, F in the chat if you do not trust that your items won't get deleted if they're equipped, because I still unequipped everything that I own. And I saw one of y'all just join the Discord. I think somebody just said hello. Yeah, I don't trust it, because they said if incidents show up or whatever, they'll look at it. I'm like, yeah, that sounds like unequip everything. Yeah, so Stuffed Avocado, if you have armor on that you value, I would take it off before the patch, because up until yesterday they were saying it was going to get deleted if it's still equipped. And then yesterday they dropped a note with very little detail saying you can put your clothes back on, it won't get deleted, and I don't trust them to fix something on the first time around. You know, good on you if you trust them. I just don't. Because how many times have they told us things have been fixed? Quantum travel still doesn't work half the time, and that's sad. Oh no. Okay, so if you need Crusader security armor, man, I think I have an extra set you can have. All it requires is you hop in the Discord. And I'm not trying to sell my Discord. I'm not, but like, it's my only way of getting a hold of people. Goodbye, fear. Okay. The game launcher update came out a couple hours ago, I believe, and yeah, and then after that came the PTU update. Alright, wish me luck with this. 4.1.1 is not live. This is the PTU, my friend. And for those of you that are just joining us, please don't judge me for my piloting skills. They didn't load my stick configurations into the PTU, so I'm on mouse and keyboard right now. Oh, this is not looking good, guys. I'm not gonna lie, doesn't look promising. I think the arrow's just too long, dude. But we're gonna try. We might blow. Oh, no way, no shot. This isn't going in. Too long by a country mile. By a country mile. Okay. So let's scoot this off to the side and go get our geo. We've tried the Pisces, we've tried the Arrow. I don't have many other small ships. I used to have a Razor, but they ate my Razor. But chat's sussing things out by looking at ship dimensions. And it looks like only the Fury. But now's the next game, is that we're going to try and jump the Geo in there. So we got to see how far or how high this thing can jump. Oh, we got the height. We have the height. We can do this, guys. All right. Oh dear. Okay. Okay, let's do this. First try, first try. Nailed it. Boom. Easy. So that's how you load a Geo, guys. That's how you load a Geo. Yeah, so like Furies, don't discount Furies. 3 Furies will F your day up, man. It is just, that's just facts. They are so nimble. They have the same Oh, getting it out is a little weird because you have to have forward momentum before you leave the ground, apparently, or as you're leaving the ground. So we have to. Oh, we got it, nailed it. Boom. It is a geohanger. Who needs a fury? Okay, now we want to check. We just want to check one more thing before the stream ends. We want to check the with the free look, the field of view of those downstairs turrets. That's all. I mean, you can tractor beam a pulse in there, though. You know? I tractor beamed a little gray cat vehicle into the Polaris hangar because they don't have collisions with the elevators. And I drove that little vehicle, I think the PTU... What's it called? I forget what they're called. But I drove it into the cockpit or the bridge of the Polaris. It was great. Okay, we are... Oh. Alright, we have power on, we have gimbals set, and then free look. Yeah, but free look doesn't get us any farther. Alright, so this is... Oh. Nope. Nope. And you definitely can't aim it, really, during free look. Who wears skates? Are you talking about my game's field of view, or are you talking about this field of view? If there is an issue with the game's field of view, it's because I'm on an ultra-wide, and it may not be translating over to YouTube very well. Does the pilot have gimbals? I don't think so, but let's go check. I might be just completely wrong about that. Oh. We do have skates. Oh. Alright, let's check her out. We want to see if the pilot guns have gimbals. I know these remote turrets do. Oh, there might have been, it might have been lag then, dude. I just skipped. Like, yeah, streaming lag. Alright, so. Pilot ships have gimbals. But they're not terribly good because they don't converge very well. Well, yeah, obviously 4 of them are expendable, right? You have 4 size 4s for the pilot, which I do not recommend keeping as these cannons. I always switch them over to attritions. So yeah, the pilot has 4 size 4s. Each remote gunner has dual size 4s, and then you have the man turrets have dual size 5s. See, that's using the brain box right there, 9-ball. That's smart. That's smart. So, like, if you're really cognizant and aware of what's going on, yes, you can turn on gimbals for the pilot, turn to, like, 10 o'clock with respect to your target, and then your right side gunner can get guns on target at the same time as you. You need what thong? What are we talking about? What are we talking about? What? Yeah, I mean, I'd rather be floating out in space, you know, in a really tight escape pod than be blown to bits, so. Alright, so I think we've had a tour. I think we've had a pretty comprehensive look at everything. I do have to go meet up with some org mates. Would I recommend this over the Corsair? I'm going to take couple questions. Let's shoot them out right now. Would I recommend this over the Corsair? I greatly prefer this over the Corsair for me, for my personal taste. Now, if we're talking combat metrics, it depends how much crew you have. So there's tiers to this question. Okay, it's an onion. If you're, it's better to full crew a Corsair than it is to partially crew a Starlancer TAC. Does that make sense? That's a good point, though. That is a very good point. The Corsair, if you get one of your wings blown off, it's pretty much lights out. Asgard is a serious competitor to this, in my opinion. However, it's not nearly as beefy, and this has more DPS. So, who might this ship appeal to? I'm a Misk fan. This is right up my alley. I love Misk. Okay? But it does drive like a pig, as Dodger just wrote. 110 SCM. Nothing to write home about. It's slow. I think the aesthetics of this are fantastic. It has a built-in med bed. And, you know, like, a lot of people say, yeah, but you can always bring a Nursa. The amount of times I've loaded a Nursa into a medium-sized ship, and it just, for one reason or another, bugged out or caused the ship to break, or the Nursa broke, or whatever. I can't even tell you how many times that's happened. Okay? Yeah, Mike, I did a pretty comprehensive tour. We checked out a lot of things. We jumped the Geo into the back. Yeah, we can show the cargo grid here really quick. Let me show you. On either side, you have 48 SCU. See these little mag strips right here? 48 SCU goes here. 48 SCU goes here. And then your vehicle fits in the middle. Keep talking, you're almost finished. Hey man, I have that effect on people. I do not have that effect on people. Yeah, I'm sorry, Mike. I wish I could stay, but some org mates are expecting me. I literally committed to being online with them 30 minutes ago, but they were kind enough to hop in chat and watch me do this tour. Crusader, Mercury Star Runner. That would probably be the closest equivalent. But I mean, the MSR needs some love, man. It needs a lot of love. And yes, Nailshot made a good point. You can fit cargo containers here in the middle, 3 32 SCU containers. Right now, that's a safe thing to do. It used to be that if things were not on grid, then you had a really good chance of blowing up your ship. I have found that if you're bringing components and guns and things like that, if they're stacked on top of each other, even a moderate amount, you still have a good chance of blowing up your ship. Yeah. Thanks a lot, Mike. Hey, make sure you watch the video. And if you subscribe and leave comments and stuff, I'm doing a big giveaway during IAE this year. I don't generally like doing giveaways because I feel like it's a cheap way to grow the channel. But I am doing one as a way to give back to the channel, not as a way to grow the channel. So, okay. Yeah, the Connie and Nursa. Once upon a time, the Phoenix and the Nursa was my go-to. That was my EDC. But like I said, I've matured a little bit in my ship taste. I just really feel the Connies need a rework. Guys, if you want more streams, we can do more streams on other days. I'm happy to do them. I know I'm syncing up with a big org to do the Hunt the Polaris event. That would be fun to stream. Just make sure you stay subscribed, turn on your notifications. Unfortunately, I do have to get out of here though, because I have to go meet up with my org mates. Okay. I mean, unless you want to watch that, the first, I don't think that's why you're here though. I think you're here for Starlancer TAC shenanigans. But yeah, appreciate you guys all watching. All right, y'all have a great one, and the TAC's going to be in the verse very soon. Add me. It's Phoenix-VII. That's FENYKS -VII. Add me on Star Citizen. We can go hang out sometime. Join my Discord if you want, so we can keep in touch. All right, y'all have a wonderful day. Thank you so much.